Hello and welcome to the live stream setup using YouTube Live. Just kidding. This is Isaac Bancroft going to talk you through setting up your live stream event. So here we go. We're going to have two programs that you are going to use. One, YouTube and the YouTube Live feature of YouTube. And we're going to use our Dodea Google accounts to use that. And two, which needs to be installed prior to going through this, and it's a one-time install from our IT department, put in a help desk. You need to have the Adobe Flash Media Live Encoder. That's a real quick install once they get to it. About 30 seconds to run, depending on the network speed, of course. So here we go. We're going to use YouTube. I do recommend you use your Google Chrome browser. Everything works better with Chrome. I'm logged into my Dodea Google account right here, so that's a plus. We need to start there. Go to your apps and find your YouTube. Now, for our first time folks, you are going to have to set up your YouTube account and your YouTube channel. Just be aware of that. From here, you're going to go to My Channel. Once you're in your channel, you're going to go to Video Manager. In the Video Manager, what you're seeing here is a list or an archive of all my videos that I've put up there. The top 4 are live streams that I've done through testing processes. And what you'll notice here, I've got a couple of them public and a couple of them unlisted. And what I've noticed with the unlisted is that you cannot see it to access it during the live event. Somebody has to send you a link, and that's going to be cumbersome for our schools to send a link out to everybody every morning. So as we set it up, I'm going to recommend that we use the public setting, and that way when it's on your channel, your staff members and family members and community members will be able to see this when they go to the school website and click on the link. So I'm in my Video Manager. I need to go to Live Events here under Video Manager, Live Events on the left-hand side. You're going to notice I have a warning. You've had one content ID match on your live streams in the last 6 months. Backstory and warning. Backstory is when I was testing the live streaming capabilities of YouTube Live, I had music running in the background. Music that I personally purchased on my phone, and I was streaming it to test the sound and the delays and all these other things. Little did I know YouTube has a content ID match, which matches copyrighted material such as music and video. And because I played it longer than the approved copyright time limit, YouTube Live, through their content ID match, terminated my stream, my testing stream. So that was a warning to me, and I'm going to encourage everyone that uses this to understand what the copyright guidelines are, copyright laws are, and to understand the fair use guidelines. Please see your information specialist or your ET for that information. So be aware of that. You must follow copyright. And we are ready to start and schedule a new event. So I'm going to click Schedule New Event or Add New Live Event. Does not matter which one you click, either will work. In my live event, I'm going to put a title. And because this is archived, I'm going to recommend putting in a date for your titles, into your titles, so you folks know and can easily search those events. I'm going to keep my date and time. You can adjust those dates and times as needed. I'm not going to put in a description or any tags. It's okay to leave those blank. Over here on the right, I'm going to make this public. Remember I said just a few minutes ago that if I don't make it public, it's going to make it harder for our schools and our community members who want to view our live events to find. Okay, and from here, type. You do have to collect the custom type. The quick type does not work in our Dodea system under our Dodea Google accounts. Trust me, we've tested this. We've gone to headquarters and they've done everything they could to support us in opening that. It will not work with our settings. Now that you know, let it go, select custom. And on to the next thing. We are going to go to advanced settings. In the advanced settings, you have all these wonderful options to choose from. I'm going to quickly recommend what we should be checking or unchecking. Comments are optional. Choose to use them, choose to not use them. Chat. I would check, yes, keep it checked. Automatically block spam messages. We don't want to see it. License and rights ownership. I would recommend using the standard YouTube license. It protects you as an owner of the videos and content. If you choose the other option, Creative Commons attribution, it allows others to use your video for their need or whatever they choose to. And we really don't want to do that in our system. Caption certification, this is up to you. Typically it would not, if it's a live stream, have been aired on the US television. Allow embedding. I'm going to recommend you uncheck allow embedding. But having it unchecked, this stops other YouTube viewers from embedding it into their blogs and into their websites. We don't want to encourage that at this time. Promotions. I'm going to recommend you uncheck promote through in-video programming when event is live. However, I will recommend that you promote, keep it checked on your channel when the event is live. Age restriction. I would recommend keeping this unchecked so that our students who may log in at that time through their Dodea Google account can view it. The age restriction stops students with an age of 13 or younger, and typically most of our Dodea accounts have students with 13 or younger. Category, mark it as education. Video location, we will always leave this blank. We are not going to enter our location. Video language, we're going to mark it as English. Recording date, yes, you can mark this with a recording date. Either click on the blank space and a calendar will pop up, or click on the word today and the date will go in there automatically. Video statistics, this is an option that you can choose or choose not to use. Recording, I would recommend at this time to not check the automatically make private once event has ended. Again, we want to encourage the archive and our families to use this program. Enable DVR, optional, and broadcast delay. I recommend using the no delay option. Alright, there we go. And we're going to click live event or create event. Okay, so from here, we're going to be on main camera. We will not add another camera when we plug in our VR3EX. That's our audio video mixer. The thumbnail image, you can choose to put up an image. Say you have here at the DSO, we do a DSO broadcast network. We could do DSO broadcast network as an image, and that could be our thumbnail for all of our videos. If your school chooses to do that, wonderful. If you don't, that's wonderful too. We're going to change our basic ingestion. We're going to do a 720p rate. That seems to be running really, really well. Now, I'm using an older computer at this very moment to do the recording. However, I would recommend bringing in a faster processor, a computer that has a faster processor. I do know that the Lenovo T430s have a faster processor, a little bit more memory, So what that's going to do is reduce the jumpiness of our videos. Typically during a live stream, everything runs really nice and smooth. It's the archiving process afterwards that it tends to be a little bit more jumpy. Okay, so from here, you will need to make sure you have selected the Flash Media Live Encoder. That is the additional software that IT had to have installed prior to this moment. So, step one, you will not install it and download it because IT has to do that with their special rights. They are special. Step two, you will export settings. We're going to use the download profile primary. We will not X out the backup. We will not use the backup. So go ahead and click the download profile primary. I have a habit of putting everything on my desktop because I can find it easily, so I'm going to save it there. Please note the title. From here, steps 3 and 4 require us to go to the Adobe Flash Media Live Encoder software. I'm going to go to that next. Once we come back from the Flash Media Live Encoder software, we'll go to step 5. That's on pause at the moment. Here we go. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go to my Start menu and go to All Programs and go to the Adobe folder and click on the Adobe Flash Media Live Encoder 3.2. We'll let it load and then I'll bring it over to my recording screen. Okay, you're going to see my lovely face. Oh, there I am! Yay! Ooh, well, hello. Okay, so from here we need to bring in that profile we just exported from YouTube. We're going to go to File, Open Profile. And again, I saved everything to my desktop because I know where to find it at that time. And I've done this recording about 5 times today. So after every live stream, I delete this profile. That way I do not get it mixed up. If I did have multiples on there, please note there is a date and time. You could always look at the date and time. Click on YouTube FMLE profile. That is YouTube Flash Media Live Encoder profile. Click Open. And ta-da! You are going to use this profile. Excellent. Now, when you get to this point, my video imaging preview image is going to increase. I'm going to shrink that back down by scrolling to the top, changing my 100% to 25% for both screens. I have an input. This is what's coming into my computer, and this is the output, what's going out of my computer. So you may notice a slight delay between the two images, and that's okay. From here, we're going to work from right to left. And what I've found is, if I adjust my settings here on the left-hand side, my video input and my audio input, once I click stream to the media server, it resets everything back to the original. So to eliminate the redundancy of work, let's start from the right and move left. I'm going to click Connect right here where my cursor is swirling. Once I click Connect, what you want to see down here on the left side is a connected with the green bar. That means we're talking to the streaming server. Now that I've done that, I will change my audio to the line-in VR3EX. That is our audio-video mixer. I do not actually have the mixer connected at the moment. Otherwise, I would click the video, and that's what we want. We want to have the VR3EX in both video and audio. And we're ready. We do not have to change any other settings in our system. Everything is set up the way it needs to be set up. There we go. Okay, so we're going to click Start. Once we click Start, We'll give it a moment. It's going to flip over to the encoding log, and it's going to do a lot of bumping and beeping and doing all its fun things. And once it slows down, the last few pieces you want to see are session started, audio encoding started, video encoding started. It's excellent. You want to see that. Right? You're also noticing my audio is jumping up and down. That's perfect. We want to see that. And I've got video moving in and out. Excellent. And what you'll notice here, we have our bit rates running. We want to see our bit rates running. Wonderful. At this point, we have started our Flash Media Live Encoder software. We no longer need to actively looking at this program. We can minimize it. Do not close it, just minimize. We're back at YouTube. Step 5, go to the live control room. Live control room. Alright, so at this point, our Flash Media Live Encoder software is now talking to YouTube. YouTube and my computer are connected. This is a great thing to have going on. I've got my status is good if I have a bad status, and we will see that during this instructional video. Because of my computer, it's an older computer. We're going to click Preview to start the encoder. Are you sure you want to? Well, yes, of course. As this is setting up the stream, a good habit to be practicing is when you set up the stream, you only run the streaming software. You only do the stream through that one computer. Find a different computer to do everything else. Preview stream, great. We're going to click Start Stream. Once we click Start Stream and it gets to Your Live button, we are actively live. So at this point, before you go any further, you need to make sure your students are ready to go. Okay, there's that bad stream, so I've got a little slowness in my computer. It's running really hard right now. And I'm still going to go ahead and start the stream. Start stream. Are you sure you want to start stream? Students are ready. Stream is starting. 3, 2, 1. We are now live. You know you're live because it says you're live, and the ticker is counting, and you have your stop stream button now active. At the time that it goes, that's when you say action. Okay? To preview, you can go to another computer, preview from another computer. And 3, 2, 1, stop stream. Are you sure you want to stop? Of course. I'm going to close out of the program. I click stop stream. I'm good. I'm going to close out of my browser. I'm going to come back to my Adobe Flash Media Live Encoder. I'm going to stop that program from talking to YouTube. And every time I close a live stream, please remember, you cannot instantly go back into a new live stream. You have to go through that whole setup process again. So once you select stop, make sure you are done. From here, okay, I've stopped my stuff. I can close the program. There we go. I have just stopped a stream. In my channel, what we will see are all of my videos. Okay, I can go to my video list. There are my videos. You'll notice you do not see instantly the one that we just stopped. YouTube will process that video for us, and then they will post it into that channel, whoever hosted it, and now it is an archive. So what does that mean as an archive? It means our teachers who may have come in late or missed the broadcast for any reason can watch the broadcast. It means our parents who missed it for any reason can watch it at a later time and date. It means any of our parents who are geographically located somewhere else due to deployment or training or family members, they can watch the archive with their children, in an educational setting. Okay, so that is YouTube Live, our live broadcast setup and closure. We'll talk to you later.